Hey guys, so I'm about to check my AP scores for this year, and scores officially come out on July 15th, I believe, on CollegeBoard, but I heard that they're already out on our college portal, so any incoming college freshmen, you guys probably can see your scores already if it's on your college portal. So if you just log in, you should be able to see it if you sent your scores using the free score send that CollegeBoard gives you. So before I get into it, I took 4 AP exams this year. So this year was definitely the strangest year for AP exams that I've ever experienced. Everything was moved online, obviously. So instead of our normal 2 to 3 hour AP exam at school, we all took 45-minute long AP exams at home from online. And they also adjusted the tests this year so that they wouldn't have all the content that they normally have. So they trimmed out a few chapters, I think, from each AP test just to adjust for how a lot of our schools went online in March. Personally, my school went virtual mid-March, so we didn't have enough time to cover some content in the normal way we would have covered it in school. Adding on to that, I also had pretty bad senioritis this year, and not to mention that out of the 4 exams I took, apparently I could only get credit for 1 for college. So it was too late to cancel and get a refund at that point, so I just kind of took it. But I knew that I couldn't get credit for any of the exams except for AP Gov. So I really don't know how this is gonna go. I feel like I have a good feeling about passing stats. Not so sure about the others. Gov, I think I did pretty well and should have passed, but again, I'm not sure. I remember last year I stayed up and I checked my scores right at 5 a.m. because that's when it was first out. I was super anxious about it last year, but this year I'm kind of just chilling because I just feel like I'm in such a different mode than I was in the previous years, because like last year and the year before I was super anxious. I wanted to get those 5s. Now, prior to this I took 5 AP tests, 3 last year and 2 in sophomore year, and I got 5s on everything except for a 4 on physics 1. So like before this, I tried really hard in my AP exams. I would study a lot. This year it was just a combination of senioritis and a freaking pandemic and online tests. So we'll just see how this goes. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm just gonna log into my college portal. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check. I got a 4 on macroeconomics. Whoa, that's okay. I was not expecting that. Oh my god. I went into that test knowing like literally nothing. Like I completely, wow. That's not what I was expecting. I for sure thought I didn't pass macro. I remember taking the test and I was so confused about a lot of things, and I was figuring stuff out along the way as I was testing. Literally figuring out concepts as I went along in the test. That's crazy. I did not expect to get a 4. What's next? I also got a 4 on Gov. Okay, that one's a little bit more expected because I felt like I did pretty well in Gov. I was pretty sure I passed. I guess I was kind of hoping for a 5, but it doesn't really matter as long as I passed and got a 4. Or as long as I got a 3, really, it would have been fine. So yeah, I feel like that's a little less surprising than macro, but good thing I passed. Okay, now we're moving on to, oh, I got a 5 on stats. That's pretty cool. Again, I had a pretty good feeling about stats. I didn't know if I was gonna get a 5, but I felt like I did pretty well and I knew everything that was going on. And I don't think I skipped anything on the stats test. Unlike on macro where I skipped a few questions because I ran out of time, I answered everything on stats. So that's a good surprise, I guess. I still can't believe I got 4s and 5s. That's crazy. I thought I was for sure not passing some of these. So in conclusion, that was definitely a lot better than I expected it to go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Scores are officially coming out on July 15th. They stagger it across time zones, and so if you want to get your scores on the first day but you don't live in the time zone that gets the scores the first day, you can always use a VPN or use a shady ass website called Early Scores. That is my AP score reaction for 2020. Great scores in the midst of a pandemic and quarantine and the whole world flipping upside down. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.